Welcome to Blind Abilities. I'm Jeff Thompson. If you're wearing a mask, will your phone be able to recognize you using Face ID? You can use your original Face ID just by pulling your mask down to expose your nose. And that's all it takes, really. But if you want to set up an alternative ID or have a second person be able to unlock your phone using facial recognition, say your spouse, your child, your parent, here you go. We originally released this alternate ID demo in That Blind Tech Show. Be sure to go check out that entire show. It's pretty good. But this demo, we said it before, and it bears repeating. So thank you, Callie Gray, for bringing it to our attention and prompting us to get this demo out there for everyone. Thanks, Callie. And if you're enjoying Blind Abilities and That Blind Tech Show, be sure to share with all your friends on all the social networks. And you can follow us on Twitter at Blind Abilities. Check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com and download the free Blind Abilities app from the App Store. That's 2 words, Blind Abilities. You can also enable the Blind Abilities skill on your Amazon device just by saying, Enable Blind Abilities. And you can check us out on Facebook. We got the Blind Abilities Community Facebook group and That Blind Tech Show Facebook group as well. All right, now here's the alternate ID demo. We hope you enjoy. To set up an alternate appearance, we'll go to Settings.
Settings.
Single finger double tap, and then we'll swipe on down to Face ID and Passcode.
Face ID and Passcode button.
And now you are requested to put in your passcode. So go ahead.
Passcode 0 of 6 value entered. Face ID and Passcode.
Now swipe on down.
iPhone unlock, iTunes and App Store. Password autofill. Other apps, 10 apps button.
Till you get to this.
iPhone can recognize the unique, 3-dimensional features of your face to allow secure access to apps and payments. About Face ID and privacy. Link.
And here you can learn more about Face ID and privacy, of course. One more swipe.
Set up an alternate appearance button.
But let's swipe one more time.
In addition to continuously learning how you look, Face ID can recognize an alternate appearance.
Just a little info for you. Now let's swipe back one.
Set up an alternate appearance button.
And single finger double tap.
Animation of a head gently moving in an outward facing circle.
Now what it's going to ask you to do is adjust the camera, and it'll tell you if you're centered or not. And then you'll just rotate your head in a circle starting from the bottom, going all the way around counterclockwise. Don't fret too much. If you don't do it right, it'll have some cues for you to do it. It actually will tell you exactly every direction to look. I purposely moved the camera away, and it told me to move it in a certain position, start it all over, and poof, it got the angle it needed, and it was done.
How to set up Face ID. First, position your face in the camera frame. Then move your head in a circle to show all the angles of your face. Get started.
Single finger double tap.
Position your face within the frame. Hold the device in front of your face at a distance of 10 to 20 inches. Head position correctly. Starting first scan. 12% completed. 25% completed. Tilt your head up. 38% completed. 50% completed. 88% completed. Your face is out of view. Reposition your face within the frame. Head position correctly, starting first scan. Tilt your head down and to the right. 100% completed.
All right, it was just waiting for that angle that it needed, and poof, there we go.
Continue button.
Single finger double tap.
First Face ID scan complete. Continue button.
Single finger double tap.
Continue.
Now right away, it'll start scanning for the second Face ID. So throw on your sunglasses, throw on your mask, throw on what you typically wear on a day when you're using your phone and you just don't quite look like yourself. But I want to remind you, if you're just doing this because of a mask, you don't need to. You can use your Face ID that you have originally in your iPhone, because when I pulled my mask just down to expose my nose area, my original Face ID, the facial recognition, worked fine.
12% completed, 25%, 38, 50%, 62%, 88, 100% completed.
Now, once again, I rotated my head facing the camera, moving up and then moving back down on the other side in a circle.
Second Face ID scan complete, button.
Single finger double tap.
Continue. Face ID is set up. Accessibility options, button.
Single finger double tap. Now in case you are unable to move your head or rotate your head, it'll allow you to do an alternative motion.
Face ID works best when it learns to recognize your face from all angles. However, if you are unable to complete the circle, you can choose to use Face ID with fewer angles. Use partial circle button. Face ID is set up. Face ID and voiceover. Face ID has been set up to verify your identity but not require that you look at iPhone to authenticate. This can be changed in Face ID and passcode settings.
Thus, you don't have to actually make eye contact with the camera, which it does look for a degree of security, but we can turn that off if we choose to. Now, parents may also want to consider this as a way for them to access their child's phone as well, or possibly a spouse, a grandparent, or a partner. Just make the alternate ID their face. Now, this may be something you want to try, but remember this. If you already have Face ID set up for certain apps, you may have to reset that up because that's one of the safety things that Apple has built into it. If you alternate your facial ID, it wants to redo it again. So your app will just want you to reset it up again, go into the settings of that app and reset Face ID, and there you go. All right, want to thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, bye-bye.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap between
the limited expectations and the realities of blind abilities.
The realities of blind
abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, blindabilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.